Greetings from Spirit Quest Sedona Retreats, the place for healing, self-growth, and relationship repair. Thanks for joining us. Today we're going to be exploring the topic of loving yourself. I know that sometimes people think when they hear those two little words that it's selfish in some way. But really, if you think about it, to love someone else, to fully love, you have to first start with yourself. You have to have a sense of your worthiness, a sense of kindness toward yourself, truth within yourself. It's really hard to fully love another if you don't love yourself. So if you're one of those people full of self-loathing, you have stories from the past about how you can't do it, or no one's going to love you, or that maybe you feel ashamed about some of the things you've done in your past. There could be many reasons for this self-loathing. Could be also things that people have said to you, failed relationships and how you've been treated. And I mean, typically the reason why we might go down that dark path is because of our interactions and different situations in our lives that have caused us to view ourselves in a certain way. Everything is mirrored to you. We're part of that mirroring interaction where we become and see ourselves the way others see us. And that is important to realize that, because there may be some work to be done. There may be some things we need to do to pull ourselves into alignment and to take a look at those old stories and to break free and to gain that self-awareness, to really be the best version of ourselves. That is how we can then love others. That's how we can then be the most wonderful mother or father to our children. That is how we can be the best friend to our friends. That is how we can interact with our immediate family and love them, and to our partner. It's so important to have that sense of self, to have that self-love. So this is all about diving into that topic and exploring it. And, Shakespeare once said, "To thine own self be true." And we know Socrates said, "Know thyself." So what's this all about, and how can we get beyond these stories? In our retreat center here at Spirit Quest, this is what we do. We look at the inner child, we look at the old stories, we try to discover what it is that keeps coming up in the mind and maybe even in the subconscious, and driving our sense of self. And to learn to turn more to truth and turn more to the goal of becoming the authentic self. And so what is the authentic self? What does it mean to be truly you? I would say it starts with truth, really living in alignment with truth, and to decipher and to dig into, this is just a story. This is not the truth. I've been thinking this way for years. I've been seeing myself this way for years. But this isn't the truth. This is just the ego trying to protect me. Maybe coming up with a victim story, or maybe telling some kind of other story, and it's serving some kind of purpose, seemingly purpose at the moment, but it's very dysfunctional. So unraveling those and saying, oh yeah, that is not the way it is. I need to reframe this. I need to restructure this. I need to clean my mirror. I need to get all those blemishes off, all those dirty spots, and see the vibrant, self that I am, the beautiful, spiritual, free self that I was gifted with, I was born with. This is who we are when we are in alignment with our true selves. And to do that, we need to gain clarity. We need to gain that clarity of where the truth lies and where the old patterns and dysfunctional ways of speaking about ourselves and seeing ourselves, where those lie, and how to move forward through those, and how to begin to live our lives in truth and clarity. Part of it is clarity, really understanding in any given situation, being clear on it, understanding how you feel, what you need to do, the best approach, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. Instead of just reacting, instead of just working from the program and doing it the way you've always done because that's the way you've done it. No, to move to higher ground, higher consciousness, and to be clear. And that requires understanding where you're headed and awareness, which we're going to talk about in just a moment. This is what Shakespeare was talking about. This is what Socrates was talking about. Great awareness with self. And by having this awareness, we can tap into an integral place of functioning, of being, of living, of dancing in our lives, of moving forward, of relating with ourselves and with others in full integrity, where there's kindness and love and forgiveness and understanding and really spaciousness, rather than just jumping to conclusions and blaming and pointing fingers and victimization and poor is me and the whiny story or whatever it is. Like, to live in that integrity that is so beautiful when we can find it, and then from that space to move into our purpose, to even have an understanding of why we are here on this earth and what we're meant to do. This is true self-love, to get a sense of your purpose and to live in that place of serving others, helping yourself, to knowing your purpose, to doing that with joy, and to feeling so good about who you are and your authentic self. I mean, my goodness, if you brought that to a relationship, what a powerful relationship that would be. And if your partner has that and brings that, forget the codependency, forget the old mind games. It really becomes this new dynamic of self. That's why on our couples retreats here at Spirit Quest Retreats, we say you're here to work on your relationship, but hey, don't forget that you're first here to work on the relationship with yourself. So let's take a look at that concept of awareness. How do we become more aware of ourselves? And I would say one of the first things is to do what I call check-ins, to constantly be having that conversation with yourself. How are you doing today? What do you need? How have you been acting? To be present, to self-evaluate. How did you do in that situation? Did you take the higher road or did you take the lower road? What do you need to do to fix it, to rectify it? Do you need to write that letter? Do you need to apologize? Can you do better next time? It's really the self-evaluation, whether it is through journaling or whether it is through sitting and just through meditation, contemplating your day. But just to be on remote control and automatic pilot and just to function and react the way you do and become reactionary, is really the old way of doing it, the old consciousness. We are moving on this planet to higher consciousness, and that is not the way to do it. It's to have those daily check-ins, those daily, looking in that mirror and seeing any spots that are appearing, get that tissue out and clean it up, and to constantly be doing that. To be your own best advocate, not expecting someone else to advocate for you. It's wonderful to have others advocating for you. It's wonderful to have family and friends and a partner, but it's not their responsibility. That's the icing on the cake. It's your responsibility to be your own best advocate. It's your responsibility to take a deep, hard look at yourself, to look at yourself in the mirror and say, how am I doing this life of mine? How am I doing? And to be absolutely honest with yourself in that. And if you have to reach out to professionals to give you some tools to help you out, to unravel it, because sometimes these old stories are so ingrained, it's very hard to break free from them. But the first thing is to even see them, to even see the old distorted stories, and then to get help, to get those tools, to see it a different way, to do it a different way, to reframe it, to recreate yourself. And a good way to do this is really to not collapse, to not disappear into a relationship, to not disappear into that people pleaser mentality. We think if the more we do and the more we give, the more we'll be loved. And that is a pitfall. That is that is really going to result in you completely depleting yourself and being empty, and then trying to give from an empty cup. And what comes from giving from an empty cup is sickness. We get very, very sick. Maybe in our bodies because we're just stuffing it, or we get resentful, and slowly these things build. Maybe we don't then like ourselves because we know these things on a deep level, so we numb ourselves. We don't want to feel it, so then we turn to drinking and drugs and gambling and all those negative things, just so we don't have to take a good hard look at it. If instead we learn healthy boundaries and when to say yes and when to say no, and we get to know ourselves, who am I? And what do I believe in? And what's the healthy way of approaching situations? And have I forgiven everyone in my life? And have I forgiven myself? And do I keep my side of the street clean? And do I refrain from blaming everyone else or expecting everyone else to give to me, and then I can be happy about myself? No, you are the leader. You are the one who has the freedom of your own life to create your own life and to break your own chains. Yes, break your own chains. Eckhart Tolle talks about contraction and expansion. Are you continually contracting? Are you continually saying no to your life? And no, I can't do it. No, I'm not good enough. No, it won't work. Or subconsciously, are you continually saying yes? Yes, I can do this. Yes, I am free. Yes, I am beautiful. Yes, I am smart. Yes, I can do it. Yes, I am worthy. I was born worthy, and I have this connection with my higher self and with Source. And I believe on a deep level that I am good and that I can create a beautiful life. That is living in the yes, living in the expansive state, not the collapsed state, but the expansive state, the state of freedom, the state of purity, the state of focus, the state of clarity, of positivity, of love. And that is living a life connected to yourself, your higher source, and purity, the purity of love. And it all comes back to love. It starts with self-love. You are love, and all around you is love. And so I would encourage you to find that place of self-love. And if you can't find it, reach out to Spirit Quest Retreats. We're here to help, or any other healthcare provider, to get those tools you need to find that lovely, serene place of peace and love. Thank you, and have a great day.